Yo, what's up guys, it's Zach here. So I spent the last week working on the car, and I got a bunch of clips of me wet sanding the engine bay, painting the engine bay, getting the rest of the car prepared, and then while I was editing it, I accidentally deleted all the footage. So yeah, I'm going to try to remake the video, even though I can't really repaint the car. So I'm just going to get you guys updated as to what I got going on. But yeah. So I got the engine bay all painted. It turned out pretty nice. It's a BMW Starlight Blue, I think. Can't quite remember the name of it, but the boys over at Standard Auto Body in Melbourne, Florida got me hooked up. Paul specifically did a really good job at helping me pick the color and then getting me all set up with what I needed. So if you guys live in Brevard County and you need any paint supplies, make sure you hit up Standard Auto Body over in West Melbourne, Florida. They're a bunch of awesome family. It's a family-owned shop, and they're a bunch of awesome people. So go ahead and check them out. Got the goodie pack from Z1 Motorsports. Got all the timing gaskets and the gaskets to assemble the bottom end of the engine. All I gotta get now is a new OEM timing kit, and I'll be ready to put the VQ back together. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. Got the valve color match to the engine bay, looking pretty good. Got that clear coated. I got the Silvia grill all wet sanded. I'm just gonna clear coat that here. Probably today, I'll probably get a video of that. And then that'll be good to put back together. So yesterday I went down to Port St. Lucie, and not only did I pick up the Z1 Motorsports Excetti clutch, but I also picked up transmission. So when I hit the guy up, he told me it was a CD01, and I went with it because for the price of the transmission with that clutch, I couldn't really beat it, whether it was a CD01 or not. And then I got home, and I went and I flipped the transmission up, found the VIN code, and I called Excetti, Z1 Motorsport. Nope, not Z1 either. I called Concept Z Motorsports, or Concept Z, whatever they're called, and you can pay them $3 and they'll look up the VIN on the side of your transmission and they'll tell you what model it is. So after I did that, I found out that I have a CD008. So it's not quite the CD009, it's not quite the CD001. It's right about in the middle. There we go. Probably lay one or two more coats, but it's looking pretty good. So one of the really cool things that's happened lately is one of my really good friends, Drew, he picked up an S13 with a 2JZ GE engine in it, and with the car came a 2JZ GE VVTi spare block. And my buddy wants to go out to JDM and pick up a brand new GTE block so he can swap it and do a whole new wire harness and have his own project to work on. But I'm going to be buying the VVTi GE engine that was outside of the car when he bought it, and I'm going to be rebuilding that and then probably throwing it in a car here for my next build series. But I've got the list up here as to what I'm going to do to it. I don't have any specifics for companies or who's going to make the parts, but from the research I've done, this seems to be a pretty basic way to push a decent amount of power out of the car, and also convert it to turbo with the car being able to support it. So I'm pretty excited for that. Soon here, I'm going to get the engine dropped off, and then I'm going to start recording content on me tearing the engine apart, and you guys should eventually start to see more content on that, because I'm pretty excited to build it and get it going. But I've lived here in Palm Bay for, I think, 9 or 10 years, given the 2 years that I left for Colorado. And the neighborhood that I used to live in, At the front of the neighborhood, there's this guy who owns a 1993 FD RX-7. It's a factory red, and this car has literally never moved. I've never seen it in a different place. When I drive by it nowadays, he's got it blocked with a bookshelf, and he's got his, I think it's a Chevy pickup of some sort. He's got it parked right next to the car, blocking it in a carport. So basically, like, if you don't already know it's there, the chances of seeing it and realizing it's there are pretty much slim to none now. And that car has been there for like 9 or 10 years, and that's just how long I've seen it there. So it could have been there a whole lot longer. But I asked the guy when I was 14 if he'd ever be willing to sell it, and he said no. But that was almost 10 years ago, so I'm going to go over there soon here, probably when I finish my S13. I'm just going to have a conversation with him, you know? Just knock on the door, meet the guy, see how he's doing, ask him about the car, and just get an idea where it's at, what's going on with it. You know, if it's got a blown engine, or even if it doesn't, you know, it's never moved. I've never seen somebody working on it, so maybe I could buy it. Maybe I could just get an idea where it's at. You never know. But it'd be better to go and have the conversation and put the idea in his head than to never have the conversation and never have the chance to buy the car. So I'm pretty excited about the idea of that, and if I am to get that car, you know, it'd be a pretty awesome series to see me put an NAT 2JZ in an FDRX7. That'd be an awesome build. So hopefully that's something that could happen. You know, money talks, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. So that's going to be it for today's video. I had a lot more footage to show you guys, but as you already know, I accidentally deleted it, so we're just going to have to work with this. But I hope I got you guys up to date as to what exactly is going on lately. But I've got most of the stuff on the way to finish the build. I recently sent my wire harness out to Hexa Motorsports to have them finish it up. I did 3/4 of it. I attached all of my S13 clips to it, but with something as important as the wire harness, I figured I might as well send it out to Hexa, have them finish it up, because they bench test the whole thing. And yeah, I'd rather just have them make sure it's all good since it's so important to the build. But in the meantime, while I wait for that to get done, I will have the rest of the stuff for the build on its way over to finish it up and get it all tied up. Ordering the Chase Base fuel line kit, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for power steering, since I've seen mixed reviews about Chase Base power steering setup. So I might go with Hexa, I might try out the Chase Base, or I might go with something custom. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know what you did for your S13 VQ fuel power steering setup. But yeah, I mean, we should have a lot more content coming out here soon as I get the rest of the stuff to tie up the build, and then hopefully soon we can get her turned over. So thanks for the support, guys. I'll talk to you soon. If you like the video, make sure to like. If you want to follow along, hit subscribe. And if you want more real-time updates, go ahead and follow my Instagram. Thanks, guys.